2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time. Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home court. One of the most iconic structures in American history. Just about ready.
Thanks, Brian. As you know, DeJounte Murray is scrappy. He said, quote, "It's in my DNA. I've always been a dog. If I don't score a point, I'm going to rebound or facilitate or play defense. That's the thing that you've got to have. I just do anything to win." Guys, they love his competitive streak.
Boy, he does get after it. Thanks, Allie. And tonight, two established veteran teams, Smitty. You'd fit right in out there.
Yeah, veterans play the game with their mind versus their physicality and athleticism. You can win games just having a high basketball IQ.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Seth Curry is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kevin Durant, then it's Andre Drummond, and it's the Prodigy in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, we've got Jakob Poeltl, Devin Vassell out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Doug McDermott, and it's Kaycock in at the 4-man position. Now here's Durant. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Irving against Murray. McDermott outside. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. 4-3. Brooklyn with the board. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Left side Curry. Murray against Irving. Just 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Slithering off the pick and roll, Kyrie makes the right decision to keep it himself.
Pass to Murray. And the layup falls.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
One of the more improved players over the last few years, Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder, how good can this kid become?
Here's the Prodigy, coming in off 12 points in his last outing.
Devin Vassell. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Irving against Murray. Irving, the pass to Drummond. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 so far. And it's really incredible the number of ways Murray can affect a game.
I mean, I totally agree, B.A. I mean, he creates for himself and others. One of the best rebounders in the league at his position. And boy, is he disruptive on defense. Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Pass to the Prodigy. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
And here's Murray. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Oh, Drummond with a block. And they get it back. McDermott for three. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
This period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Murray against Irving. And there's 1:45 left now in the first quarter. The shot's good. Irving's got 5.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Into the lineup for the Nets. Substitution on the court.
Gordon, the pass to Simmons. To the inside. And the prodigy gets it to go. Give him 8.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Doug McDermott out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Primo in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Primo. Pass to Vassell. Another shot. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Thanks, guys. Well, the prodigy in their last time out against the Wizards gave them a bit of a boost. He had 12 points, and his aggressive approach got him to the line a number of times. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Yes, he was. In attack mode all night. Once he gets into a rhythm, he's very difficult to slow down.
And that one, good.
Ben Simmons.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Poeltl. To the paint. And it's rejected. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Andre Drummond comes in for Claxton. And it's Curry in for Gordon. Brooklyn on D. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Primo. No good on the 3. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Down low. Here's the prodigy. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
When surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Poeltl. And a nice finish on the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Simmons. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
To the middle. Here's Vassell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It goes on Seth Curry.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Kay Cox checked in for San Antonio. That one's no good. Hey, and the apple not falling far from the tree. Simmons' dad was a legendary player in Australia.
And that's where Simmons says he really learned the value of team ball. At age 15, he played in a world championship there. Just invaluable to his early development.
Here's Murray. After the basket by Brooklyn. Poeltl finds McDermott. Here's Murray. Pass to Pirtle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his
Really
first
like the work
personal
inside
foul.
from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up.
The line for your Spurs, Jakob Poeltl, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
What you love.
So it's Brooklyn with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for for the opposition. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And the Spurs shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. On the floor for the Nets, Kyrie Irving out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's the prodigy in at small forward.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Tries it from the top of the key. And again, it's Brooklyn.
It didn't take long tonight for Kyrie to realize he was in the zone. Incredible performance.
And due to the coronavirus, many teams played with little to no fans for the entirety of last season, Smitty.
Yeah, B.A., I really felt for the players and fans. We definitely missed out. I never had to do it, but it has to be a huge adjustment, especially when you're playing at home.
Driving inside, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
His ability to freeze the defender and then take off. Kyrie makes plays that others just can't.
Count it, good.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Outside Durant. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And that one hits the back iron. For San Antonio, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. The drive by McDermott. Oh, denied by Durant.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
They grab their own miss. Hurdle with the bucket.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Pass to the prodigy. No good on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Murray against Drummond. Murray passes to Pirtle. Over Irving, and Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one. Brooklyn shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to the prodigy. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. Vassell with the rebound.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Rebounded by the Nets. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. With the drive. And the prodigy gets it to go. He's got 17.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Timeout called, the Spurs. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down.
Coming on to the
We'll make
floor,
substitutions. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. We've got Devin Vassell, Jakob Poeltl out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Kaycock in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Fires in the triple. 20 points for him.
In for where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Here's Robinson. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Vassell, outside Robinson. Right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a three of his own.
Here's the Prodigy. That's short off the rim. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. It's Robinson, high post. Out left to the wing. Here's Kaycock. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Jones. Goes up on the baseline. That one's good for 2. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to the Prodigy. Lets the 3 fly. And he can't get that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the inside. Now Robinson. That's tipped. And he's all alone. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 19. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Something else they've excelled at is their interior D. Their rim protection has been outstanding.
McDermott's checked in for San Antonio. Murray comes in for Jones. Murray, no good. Brooklyn has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Pass to the Prodigy. Inside. Here's Drummond. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Murray up top. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What vision from Hurdle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Brooklyn calls timeout. They're in front by 12. A minute 22 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And there was absolutely nothing they could do to slow him down in this one. It seemed like every shot he put up went in. And his teammates responded smartly by continuing to feed him all night.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. A nice win here for the Nets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kyrie Irving.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Here's the Prodigy, defended by McDermott. Pass to Irving from outside the arc. Vassell with the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it.
Nets ball. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
So we see the Nets get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.
Let go. Scratch game. Face to the face, don't strip on your legs. Burn away our carbon beam. Your legs. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off. In the spine. Your dreads off. My what is laying them mouth. Ducking in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he make a big box. He made that shot turn. Wore this bottle. Car. Had him. Scratch game. Face to the face, don't trip on your legs. Burn away all carbon beam, your legs. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off in the spine. Your dreads off. My what is laying them mouse. Ducking in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he make a beatbox. He made that shot turn. Roll this bottom, pip the car. Had a mask. Make him beatbox. In Miami with my then she got her feet. I walked in the party. I'm on my big foot, ready to get it started. I got no sense. Oh, hit a ride around with. Call me Kobe 24. Can't fuck with her no more. Gotta do the most. I get in groove on every time I see them folks. I got it on the door. I'm thinking that's something you need to know. I'm smooth and I'm cold. She know my wrist on froze. Skinny jeans on with a big bang roll. She paying my songs. I got two rights don't make a wrong. It just go on and on. I'm kick like Jackie Chan till they got my kicks on. I aim my target. I'm up this waters. Burn away all carbon beam. Your legs. Try to get away from me. Had to stand off in the spine. Your dreads off. My what is laying them mouse. Ducking in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he make a beatbox. He made that shot turn. Roll this bottom, pip the car. Had a mask. Make him beatbox.
I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gon' start acting brand new, baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gon' start acting brand new, baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. Looking for trouble, I'm coming with double. And then I'm bursting your bubble. Doing whatever I want, whenever I want to. Paper beside me, I'm always ready to rumble. Oh, around acting like a fool, playing on my dog. Oh, I see you laugh. Last week, you tried to pass me. You ain't no athlete. Doing what I want. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gonna start acting brand new? Baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gonna start acting brand new? Baby girl, you know that's what them bands do. Ooh, I've been trying to keep my cool. Late nights posted in the stool. Money making moves. Don't know what to choose, don't know what to do, don't know what to do. You don't really want me, you just want to boast. You just wanna be in all my videos. No, think you gotta go. Acting like a model, never walked before. So it's your love, never seen it on. When will I could?
I like it. Great choice.
How you wanna girl, but what's good? No, you think I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gonna start acting brand new? Baby girl, you know that's what the bands do. I be out of pocket, I be acting rude. Think I gotta chill, check my attitude. When you gonna start acting brand new? Baby girl, you know that's what the bands do.
there goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stoop. Thinking I'm doing more than I am, so you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did. Him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded, one for the crew. Stick it moving, 14 in my pop hands. Hoping his grip will loosen, but if it didn't, he never was, so I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front the line. Stuck a mind between a corner store and a blurry line. With it forever and the lobster is butterfly. Stuck a mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined. And knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise, if memory serves me. I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop, like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty. But being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me. I was born in Kings County, beside me. My son was born in the same hospital as Blue Ivy. My father was 20, I was 35. I'm still trying to measure up to the worldly design. I'm in the world of a bind, like how worldly am I? To understand the corner store and the world it defines. But comfy in Carnegie Hall like my world wasn't died. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the Live 96 case and write a thesis on what you see and how to... The stories that they sing when it hit and how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me. But knowing the drop due to my pops, how I get to be giving you all of the above as opposed to a sketch of me. And all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up.
But life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Tyler, you're getting getting an early take.
Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. Not every team has the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight.
And it can really add a dimension to your offense, Kevin, especially if you're able to pass out of double teams and hit guys who are open for shots.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with the prodigy. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Irving. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. And for Minnesota, they've got Towns. Edwards is out there with Prince. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel in at the two-guard spot. Now, here is Russell. After the miss from Benjamin. Prince wide open. Sinks the triple. Prince has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Minnesota.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Knocks it loose. Upside Thomas. Clock at 6. Here's Benjamin. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Now, here is Irving. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's denied.
Taurean Prince has the kind of length and speed to close the gap and send it back. What a block.
And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Driving in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Edwards can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Russell. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And Doris, we know that Anthony Edwards has given numerous head-turning quotes, but that's just who he is.
That's right, one of the most candid players in the league. Caught some media off guard when he said he saw himself as a football player. But this guy's got big-time personality.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Prince. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. And it's Ben Simmons in for Durant. Shots good from Benjamin.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Noel. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Vanderbilt. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And yes, it's good.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now, here's Irving. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio. Here's Benjamin. Aldridge trying to break free. No good from Benjamin.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Good. That one on target from Noel.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Here's the prodigy. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Passes it to Aldridge. Outside for Thomas. Puts up a three. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 5. Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, here is Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Benjamin. Off target with his 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Back to Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. He's covered by Irving. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. Russell looking it over. 11 feet away. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. Left side, Irving. Here's the prodigy. 8 points for him. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for McDaniels, and it's Noel in for D'Angelo Russell. And a new group in for the Nets. Andre Drummond's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Aldridge comes in for Kyrie Irving. The prodigy, he's checked in for Brown. And Thomas subbed in for Curry.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Beasley on the wing along with Edwards. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's the prodigy, Edwards defending. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've shown some real tenacity on the boards, and it's turned into a lot of second chance points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the pass to Vanderbilt. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Simmons passes to Benjamin. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. The prodigy's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Down low. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
Here's Thomas. Again, the Nets for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Brooklyn, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got the Prodigy. Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Thomas. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the Prodigy in the last time out against the Spurs got the job done. He finished with 20 points and made an impact from outside the arc, hitting a good number of three-pointers. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with it.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Seth Curry comes in for the Prodigy. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They get the changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Vanderbilt comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Malik Beasley in for Noel. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Drummond's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Durant. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Kyrie Irving. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles, a rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Aldridge against Beasley. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Simmons with the...
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes them.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Passes to Benjamin. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Good D by Drummond. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets leading by 14. Russell in the backcourt with Beasley to his side. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4th.